Hi guys, I would like to welcome you to this video. I just recently came across a new political movement here that wants to impose term limits on our politicians. See, what the problem is, we get these politicians in office and they stay there and they make backdoor deals with corporations. So we can completely bypass Congress by using Article 5. Let me bring this up on Facebook. It's called Term Limits for U.S. Congress. Okay, from here you can learn more about what's going on. But basically, we want to impose term limits on the U.S. Congress using Article 5. And it will be a battle. We need Americans ready to stand up and fight by voting and signing these petitions. Here's our contact information. And as you can see, there's a lot of, you're going to have questions. You can go to their website, termlimitsforuscongress.com, to get answers, or you can come on facebook.com/termlimitsforuscongress. Just as an example, all of these people here, Grassley, he's 40 years old and been in Congress for 32 years. Durbin, 69 years old, 30 years in Congress. The longest serving politician is it Leahy? I probably butchered his name, but he's 73 years old. He's been in there for 38 years. Now, obviously, Congress can vote for raises, but when it comes to poor people, sorry, we're cutting your benefits. All the while, they're sending more money to the war machines. Social Security, they're trying to cut that. They're trying to cut the veterans' benefits. Why are they doing this? It's because they got corporate logos. Obama, he spent $2 billion on the election to get put in office for a job that pays, I believe it's $400,000 per year. That seems like an awful waste of money. George Washington, when he at first was reluctant to even become president, they wanted him to take money, and he said, no, I want to do this for free. Well, they enforced it on him, so he took the lowest pay possible at that time. Serving your country is not about making money. These people are serving corporate interests, not American people. Now, the Supreme Court ruled that corporations are people, so they can lie and say, yes, we are serving the people, but they're serving the wrong people. And this photo says, greed is a disease that grows stronger over time. We can't cure the disease, but we can limit the time. This is by Bob Reed, the National Director for Term Limits for U.S. Government, or Congress. On Memorial Day, May 26th, term limits for U.S. Congress will begin petitioning in all 50 states to use Article 5 to impose term limits on the U.S. Congress without their involvement or approval. I recommend, if you would like to see a better country, that you take action, sign the petition. Let's get these career politicians out of there. Let's see, freedom, a state in which somebody is able to act and live as he or she chooses without being subject to any undue restraints or restrictions. As our government continues to extend its authority even further into our daily lives, Each of us must look within ourselves and decide, how much freedom will we sacrifice? Now, Obama signed the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, which allows him to label anybody an unlawful combatant. As soon as you're labeled that, you're considered a terrorist. They can hold you indefinitely. There's no charges filed. You'll never see a trial. And this can happen to anybody, American citizens. It already has happened to people. Here in the 113th U.S. Congress, you can see their income levels. The Senate has 87 millionaires. The House has 295 millionaires. The government of our country has become a lucrative career for the wealthy. Our forefathers left us the means to change this. We can impose these term limits on the U.S. Congress without their approval. It comes down to you. You can make the difference. To sign the petition. Let's go take a look at their website here. So here's how you can get involved. You can contact your you can find the electronic petition. You can sign that. This is coming May 31st. And you can't do both. You can sign the manual petition, or you can sign the online petition. But you can't do both, because that screws up the statistics, and it's actually a penalty, so it's a crime. So they have a listing here, as you can see on the 5/10, there's something set up for that day. See if we can get a zoom into that date and see what's going on here. Okay, electronic petition sites for those in a hurry, coming May 31st. So we have evidence here. Here's the top 5 frequently asked questions. Well, it's probably more than 5. Oh, it takes you right to their Facebook. Okay, so you can get the rest of your information right off of Facebook. I encourage you to go take a look at this. Again, it's facebook.com/term limits for U.S. Congress /